Welcome everybody to my unboxing slash first impressions of the new 12.9 iPad Pro for 2017. Yes, I said unboxing, but hey, there it is right there. So I did record a video before, and I'm not into editing the videos. It's a one-take wonder. So it was too long, so I needed to re-record it. So it has been removed from the box, and it has had a screen protector put on, which I need to either take off or fix all those little bubbles with lint. So we'll get right into it. Here is the box. I kind of left it open, so it made it easier one-handed. You open it up, the iPad is right there inside. This is honestly the 2015 model, but whoop, there it is. Pull it out. What do we have here? We have, unfortunately, Apple went with a standard 1-meter cable, like the standard iPhone length, which kind of sucks for people that use their iPad Pro like me, like a computer. It literally replaces it, so I don't plan on using this. This will be available for when I go to resell it in a couple of years. It'll be brand new. Funny story with that is just like this one where I kept it in the box. Somewhere along the line, I kept the cable in the box of my 12.9 from last year that still had a 2-meter cable in it. So I actually was able to use that one for my new guy, which is great. Inside here, it is a cellular model by T-Mobile. It's still unlocked to all carriers. You've got your info sheet. I'll do it in here. Got the info sheet, stickers. Oh, the warranty piece of paper's there. And the last piece is the SIM removal tool. So we'll try and put all that back in here real quick. See how successful that is. Oh, very successful. Oh, and underneath is where the 12-watt power brick would go, but I already have that removed from my phone. I am using, let's see here if I can get it. Sorry. For the iPad Pro, I'm using the 29-watt USB-C charger with the USB-C cable to Lightning. So I'm using that so I get fast charging capabilities with the iPad. We're having some focus issues. There we go. So that's everything in the box. It's pretty simple. I'm going to put everything back in real quick and close it up. That's the T-Mobile stuff. It's kind of funny, actually. I didn't know. I guess I've never really cared because I knew Verizon was never a part of the Apple SIM program. It's only AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint, I think. Verizon was always excluded out of it because they didn't want to be a part of it. But this iPad actually has an embedded... There you go. Cellular 256. That is the mid-range. Bottom range is 64 this year instead of 32. And then the top is 512, which I thought was astronomically too big because I was always just slightly maxing out the space on 128. So, but now with this guy, I'll show you some differences. Top one here with the bubbles, that's the 12.9 of this generation, this year. This has a 7 megapixel front facing. Last year's has a 1.2 megapixel, so there's a difference there. Just to make the video go faster, True Tone Flash LCD screen, so if you do any selfies with this, it's going to flash and brighten up your face. And then we'll do a flip over here, which I just realized is backwards, so we'll do it like that. First thing you see here is, let's see, where do we start? They got rid of the antenna bar here, where they just have a black piece of plastic, which I honestly hated, even though it's black and it molds into the front. Now they have an antenna bar. It's gray, so it kind of blends into the space gray. They moved the microphone, so the rear microphone went from just by the camera to the back center. And the microphone that is up here, yeah, that they put up here on the last generation, they actually put top center. So you have one here and one right here. So that's pretty nice. They're right next to each other. And I was right. Okay, with the change, Wait, did they... Ooh, look at that, guys. With the devices matched up exactly, they moved the speakers around. So the speakers are offset now with the antenna bar and everything. They made them wider. Yeah. No, they brought them closer together. I'm sorry. They brought them closer together. They made it... that's interesting. So that's why I have this amazing, I want to say it right, ESR case that I've been using with my first generation 12.9. And the speakers don't work, first of all. And second of all, the camera, because there's now, I forgot to put the True Tone flash is right there. So instead of the microphone and stuff being this way, they go this way, and there's a camera hump. So I tried to put this on top of it, and the camera didn't fit through the hole. I can make it fit, but I ended up buying the current generation ESR case. It's clear, not smoke gray, I guess you would say. So that should be at the house tomorrow. So I'll review that in my later review. But yeah, so you have the True Tone flash, the 12 megapixel camera. This is the same. Both cameras are the same as what's in the iPhone 7. And then here you've got a 5 megapixel rear facing camera. You still have the same brushed metal Apple logo, which if you look at guts of these, that logo is actually it's kind of glued against the back of the aluminum there. So it's actually a separate piece of metal. I always thought it was brushed. Anyways, second generation Touch ID, 120 hertz screen with also a better LCD panel, so you get 500 nits of brightness. So it's definitely brighter than the original iPad. Let's see if I can get in so you can see. Oh, I'm running beta 3 of iOS 11, but here you go. You can't see it, but you can see the difference. There's the smoothness of the logos, even though there's a little bit of frame rate drop. I'll log in here. You can see it's a little bit more clunky. Let me see if I can run them side by side. Oh. Yeah, see? That alone. Yeah, they look the same. It's something you have to actually see, but it does scan very fast. I'm approaching too long again on the YouTube video. Overall, love the device. Has more, it's got LTE advanced, so you get all the better signal strength and speeds coming across. It's got 120 hertz refresh rate, which is varying. So if you're watching or looking at something like this, it goes down to 20 hertz refresh. If you're doing something fast, it then builds up the speed and it goes a lot faster and smoother. I'm loving iOS 11 with the ability to go in and out. They've actually done slight modifications to it already. The list goes on and on. I'll do another longer video later, maybe this week, before I do my final impressions of the iPad. But so far I love it. It is lighter. I'm not sure if it was because I had the case on and it was blocking some of the speakers, but I did notice a little bit of a tinniness to it, but it could have been a muffled tinniness because the speaker holes weren't matching up with the case I was using. So I'm going to use it without the case today, and then once I get the case tomorrow, I'll do a review I'll put that into the next review also. Other than that, thanks for stopping by, guys. If you are looking to do an upgrade from the current gen 12.9 to the previous one, if you're doing a previous to current, kind of determine if you think it's enough. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to keep my original one, but my dad spoke to me about needing an iPad, and I said, why don't you just buy mine? It's got cellular, and you can start using it on Verizon and take it anywhere, and then I can get the next one. And he said, okay. Otherwise, I would have kept my original 12.9 because it's not a huge jump. It's only like 30% speed through graphics and performance. But the minor altercations of the screen is good. The brightness of the screen is good. The little bit more space wasn't necessary, but for the same price, why not double the size of the internal space? So we'll just kind of see. I have the jump program through T-Mobile, so when the next one comes out, I can easily just turn this in and get the next one as long as I pay 50% off. And it's got Apple Care included in the jump program. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Share, like, and comment, please, for something you want to see in the next video. Bye!